Talk a little bit about your mom and how
Oh,
she
my mom was real good to me. She did everything for me. She was a sweet lady.
She must have been a
I'm,
strong woman to raise all those boys by herself.
and she kept us all in line too.
With a wooden spoon?
Oh, we were pretty good. She, she never rapped us or anything. She was always, she laid the law down and we had to go by what she said.
How tall was she?
Oh, she's lucky if she was 5 feet tall. and, and I ended up, well, just about 6 foot. And Al was the one that brought us up or supported us all them years. He was a 6 footer or a little over 6 foot. So we had two pretty lanky ones here, and the other two are a little shorter.
Uh, so, so after the service, you came back and you did what? Did who all worked in the mines?
Hang on.
Oh.
Let this car go by. Turn. Hang on. Okay.
So you worked in the copper mines, but who else? Who of your brothers all worked in the copper mines?
My brother Al worked in the mines for quite a few years, and I think it was in the early 40s when he went into the foundry and worked the rest of his working days as a foundry man, as a molder in a foundry. So I was the only one that ended up working in a mine for. I worked about 17 years up here in Calumet then I went to White Pine for about 5 years. And then I come back to Home Snake. I worked, I think it was 13 months, and they says there's a meeting over number 6. And when we got over number 6 there, they says we're shutting her down as of the day shift today. So we're no more working in the mines, and they closed everything up tight.
Yeah.
Because the price of copper was way down. I think it was about down in 60 some cents, and they says that they needed 68 cents to break even. So it was less than 68 cents a pound at that time, and that would have been in 76. And now today, I guess the scrap price of copper is up to around $2 and something, between $2 and $3 a pound. And last night on the news there, they says that it costs more to make a penny today than a penny is worth. So but they're still going to make the penny because everybody wants the pennies. But what can you buy for a penny today?
A thought. Maybe can you talk about what Calumet was like when the mines were open?
Well, there's a lot of taverns around town, and most of everybody that worked in a mine and elsewhere seemed to gather in the taverns around town. Here were most places. There was nothing else or anything else to do around here. They play ball in the summertime or hockey in the wintertime or ski and snowshoe or stuff like that there, but most of the spare times I think were spent in a tavern.
Where was your mom and dad from?
They were both from I think they were both from the same place in Yugoslavia. I forget the name of the town. But my father come to this country first, and then my mother come later. And they got married over here. Must have been in 1904 or something like that there. And then they had their first child, I think it was in 1906. It was Frank. He was 20 years older than me. And then she had the other ones in between us.
So, and then did she speak English, or what was English her second language? What did they
Well,
speak?
with me it was all mostly English. She spoke some Slovenian to me. I could understand it, but I could talk a little bit of it, but not much like my older brothers did. But most of the time she tried to talk English, and she was doing a pretty good job in English and writing. When we were in a service there, we used to get a letter from her, and she did a pretty good job in writing in English.